There are some countries in the world that most of the people in the world wanted to move to, but they are notoriously difficult for immigrants. And while the UK is not the most difficult country to migrate to, it's certainly not the easiest. Now, I have been talking to a bunch of you, and for a while you've been saying that you have been trying to get jobs in the UK, but nothing has been materializing. So that got me wondering, which are the other countries that are easy to immigrate to and which are not the UK, the US, Canada, Australia, or New Zealand? If not these countries, which other countries could you consider that have relatively easy residency options? And that's exactly what we're covering today, the top 5 countries that are the easiest to get residency in. And if you're looking to make that move, or looking for a brand new start, or simply just looking to make much more money than you are already, you should watch all the way till the end. I'm Ashika, and with that, let's dive in. First up, we have Montenegro. One of the smallest countries in Europe, it is renowned for its stunning beauty. Home to Lake Skadar, one of the biggest bird reserves in Europe, Montenegro is also known for its 117 beaches. Montenegro is currently experiencing a declining population, which is also in line with their willingness to take in immigrants. Weather on an average is a beautiful 27 degrees. Applicants can apply for a 1-year permit in Montenegro, which can extend up to 2 years. Many applicants who wish to live in Montenegro take the visa route of setting up a company in the country and appointing themselves as employees to get a visa. Montenegro offers a PR after 5 years of legal residence in the country. One of the countries that requires no introduction is the UAE, home to the Burj Khalifa and the Dubai Mall, which is the largest shopping mall in the world. The local population is over 80% expatriate, with many of those owning their businesses. Dubai actively welcomes investors and business owners from overseas. Apart from the 0% tax rate, a strategic global location, and a relatively simple incorporation procedure, Dubai now allows foreigners to own 100% of their businesses in most cases, a change that came into effect just a few years ago. Anyone who wants to move to the UAE must either be employed or have their own company and apply for a green visa, a residence permit which would allow them to live in the UAE for 5 years. If you apply as a freelancer or a self-employed individual, evidence of annual income from self-employment for the previous 2 years accounting to not less than AED 360,000 or proof of financial solvency throughout their stay in the UAE would be required. To apply as a skilled employee, you would need to have an employment contract, a minimum bachelor's degree or equivalent, and have a salary of not less than AED 15,000 per month. Acquiring citizenship, on the other hand, is a lot more difficult. Before we go ahead, don't forget to hit the subscribe button if you haven't already, and click on the bell icon for notifications. You probably have heard of our next country, Panama, from Hollywood movies in the context of it being a tax haven. But something it's equally famous for is the Panama Canal that connects the Atlantic and the Pacific Oceans and is one of the man-made wonders of the world. Panama is now rated as the #1 retirement country in the world. The cost of living is extremely low and the crime rate is equally low. The climate is warm all year round and the healthcare is excellent. Panama offers several options to obtain permanent residency. The 2 easiest ways to obtain permanent residency are to apply through the Friendly Nations scheme or as a qualified investor. The Friendly Nations scheme offers residency to citizens of qualifying nations, of which there are currently 50, if they make a real estate investment of $200,000. After 5 years of residency, you can apply for citizenship over here. At number 4, we have Greece, one of the popular members of the European Union and renowned for its stunning coastlines. Greece is one of the easier countries to get a residency in. Greece offers golden visas with one of the quickest processes for gaining residency. Qualifying foreigners can get a permit within 60 days of applying. The data provided by the Ministry of Immigration and Asylum shows that requests for the Golden Visa program increased by 252%, reaching a total of 1,446 applications in the first 2 months of this year, compared to only 411 requests registered last year. As of last year, it used to have one of the lowest thresholds for investment at just €250,000 to be spent on property in the country. In September, however, the authorities raised this to €500,000 to increase the affordability of real estate for locals. The new threshold applies from the 1st of May 2023. The good news is that golden visa holders are not required to stay in Greece in order to maintain their visas. And at number 5, we have Paraguay. Like Panama, Paraguay will allow you to instantly obtain permanent residence with a bank deposit of $5,200. What sets Paraguay apart is that the country allows you to apply for citizenship after just 3 years of residence. Expats moving to Paraguay are attracted by the stable economy, low taxes, and the low cost of living. Investor visas are available at around double the cost, and you would need to visit Paraguay at least once in 3 years, or your residence papers would be cancelled. If you are, however, looking for something a little more short-term, especially if you like being on the move constantly, I definitely suggest you watch this video.